Residents of Riot City, Angus R. Dacey here, and welcome to Mean Street Mayhem number 63, How the Grimm Stole Christmas. Your main event tonight will be for the RCW Tag Team Championship, as your brand new tag champs party hard, defend against the old guard.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas! Well, so saith Santa Claus and so saith us here at Riot City Wrestling. I'm Sean Thomas, and I'm so excited for some of the stocking stuffers we have here tonight, as both Leila Paige and James Dalton, former RCW announcers, now bona fide wrestlers in their own right, will be making their debut here tonight.
Oh, and boys, it is an absolute pleasure to be here. Carmine Laguzio here on commentary with you two. We're going to kick things off with a candy cane collision match.
Well, with all that said and done, let's get ready to riot.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grimm. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grimm. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grimm. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grimm. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole! Ah! Merry Christmas! Yeah!
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Main Street Mayhem, the Grimm who stole Christmas. How are we feeling tonight? All right, we've got two debuts tonight. I hope we're all fired up for this. We've got Leila Paige and James Dalton. We've got a lot of surprises tonight as well. One of them being Grimm's gifts. I've been asked to announce Grimm's gifts right now. You're a mean one, Mr. Grimm. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as funny as a You're a bad You're a monster. Your brain is full of spiders. You got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. Merry Christmas. Despite what this Santa-looking fella over here will tell you, Christmas isn't the best time of the year. Because as we all know, Grimmsmas is the best time of the year. And And in accordance with official Christmas rules, Grimm has a sack of presents. What could it be? Oh my God, what's in there? Oh, let's find out, shall we? The first in the extensive list of Grimm's gifts tonight is, drum roll please. Hold that. Hold it. It's me! Yeah! Suck it, it's me!
Oh, he got me.
The greatest gift the Riot City has ever known. And that being the last one. If you've seen enough of me already, I'm coming out. More and more and more. This is my night, my show. It's Christmas time, baby. Whether the rights play out or not, I don't care. Now, back to Jack Frost over here with his nice moustache and his horrible face.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. It is Christmas Eve, and we are bringing you Mean Street Mayhem number 63, How the Grimm Stole Christmas. As Carmine Laguzio correctly pointed out, it is a candy cane collision match, and we are kicking things off with the Masked Vigilante, Scorch.
Boys, this is the first match of its kind. I don't think I've ever heard of a candy cane collision match, but very, very excited. How about you, Sean?
Oh, look, it's going to be 6 individuals coming at her, up to and including Xavier Carter. You know, I have to wonder, Xavier Carter, he's coming into a really heated environment. I'm not sure if that's because of the Christmas summer we have here, or if it is just that scorching individual in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is going to be fantastic. 6 men putting it all on the line tonight for the fans.
And Xavier Carter, he's been to the printing press. He's got a very festive Xavier Carter themed t-shirt on.
Yeah.
Really impressive. Just gone to that extra mile. Puts in that little bit of extra effort for Xavier Carter.
Yeah. I do wonder if he's going to be wrestling with the Santa hat, or if that's going to come off. Do you wrestle with or without festive accessories here today?
Well, the question is it a dangerous weapon? Is it a weapon of you know, not quite mass destruction, but, you know, can it be used in the ring?
It depends what you put in it.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
James Gray in a very bad mood. Not only did he lose the Ashes against Hugh Beauty, but England have just wrapped up the Ashes with a loss at Adelaide Oval to Australia.
Yeah.
I was there for all 5 days of that one, gentlemen, and I can tell you what, it was one of the most thrilling experiences of my life.
Yeah, Angus is about as sunburned as James Cray's jacket there. Just a bright shade of red here. You know, I got to say, James Cray definitely doesn't really embody the Christmas spirit, does he?
No, and he also doesn't really embody the Ashes spirit either. I don't know if that's because they've lost, but
he misses those white Christmases, I think.
yeah. Ooh, here we go.
Well, hark the herald angels sing. because Kai Thorne is here, and don't let your eyes deceive you. That is, whoa.
I'll tell you what, the Angels aren't singing. They're running the hell away at the moment.
Yeah.
There we go. Everyone getting out of dodge.
As the former CEO, chairman of Thorne Enterprises, but taking a different look tonight.
I think it's safe to say the man has snapped.
Something is not going quite right for Kai Thorne here. We've got a very different individual in the ring right now. The Herald has arrived, Riot City Wrestling.
Yeah, this is quite different for him, and I'm curious as to how this will translate to an evolution of Kai Thorne in the ring.
Well, speaking about evolutions, a man who's gone from a 0-49 losing streak to a bit of a win streak, Sean Thomas.
Yeah, Mr. Cliff has made it his mission not only to go from strength to strength and building upon his win over this past year, but also to spread a bit more Christmas cheer as he tries, there we go, successfully to grab the, is that a tree ruler?
Yeah, it's a nice Christmas tree made out of all of his leftover stationery from the end of the school year.
So that's where the rest of the budget goes, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know he was allowed to actually take school property, but I guess if the rules are snapped, they're kind of functionally useless, right?
You can see here, this ring is steadily filling up. We're not even done.
Well, this is the X factor in this one. We've had our fun and games, but Redshaw is here. The man who has laid claim. He wants that Riot City Wrestling Grand Championship, and a win here tonight over these 5 other individuals could certainly see him move closer to that goal, Carmine Laguzio.
Yeah, and this, by the way, the most festive that Redshaw has ever looked. That is one sweet jacket for a man like that.
Just getting freaked out here by the Herald at the center of the ring.
Look, he's using the jacket, actually.
Sweet jacket from a jacked man, as you rightly pointed out. Redshaw has been eyeing off that RCW Grand Championship. Hell, the first time we saw Redshaw back into the ring, he was within a fingertip's grasp away from that title, made his intentions clear.
Redshaw coming off a big win against Matt Grimm Basso here.
Good Lord.
I mean, it says...
All right, here we go. Bell sounds. We're underway. Match 1 here at Mean Street Mayhem 63.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the positive for Kai Thorne here. I don't know how you combat this man, this individual, this void of a human being.
Yeah, James Cray, Mr. Cliff going at it on the outside. Have to have our wits about us calling this one, as do the wrestlers in the ring.
I really don't.
We'd be remiss if we didn't point out, sorry, Sean, that this is a full house tonight. We have a full house here in the Riot City Wrestling Academy.
Laguzio!
Oh my God!
Christmas cheer.
Xavier Carter launched over the top rope. Good Lord. And, talk about having our work cut out for us. I do not want a referee's job here. It is one fall to a finish, is my understanding. And how exactly do you keep track of all the bodies?
Josh Stewart has been on point. He's been a very fair referee all year. Let's see how he calls this one. In the ring, Redshaw and Kai Thorne right now.
Coming up against a white Rhino here. I think James Cray on the outside, stopping the Rhino in his tracks.
Watch Kai Thorne here.
Kai Thorne, he's got a rear naked choke, and Redshaw managing to shake off Kai Thorne, the Herald.
I'm curious as to why Kai has such almost a vested interest in Redshaw. Have you noticed that? I mean, immediately went after him at the start of the match.
That's right.
And now is really, absolutely taking it to Redshaw, which, by the way, no easy feat. No easy feat at all.
He just fish hooked the mouth there of Redshaw. And now just a slap. Just a slap to Mr. Cliff. And look, Carmine, right back to Redshaw.
This is very interesting to see. Oh, big boot there.
Just trying to find some way as Redshaw launched over the top rope, using his momentum against him. And now we have another masked individual in the ring.
Yes.
Here comes the masked vigilante, Scorch.
Whoa.
Nice Japanese-style arm drag there. The larger of the two masked men.
For a man his size, Scorch is a very agile human being here, coming for a tilt-a-whirl power slam.
Love to see it.
And you've been a big fan of Scorch, haven't you, Carmine, since his debut?
Absolutely. I've always wanted to know a little bit more who's behind the man in the mask. But you know, he gets his he does his talking in the ring, so to speak.
I like it. Oh! The Herald really on song right now.
Now, well, only Kythorn in the ring here, stalking a down Scorch. And again, I think this would have a wasted opportunity, potentially heading for a pinfall.
Yeah, that's right. Pinfall has to happen inside the ring. This is not a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Mr. Cliff waiting on the outside. I know he doesn't have a vested interest, but he does have a festive interest in tonight's proceedings here.
And he has a lovely vest on as well.
Oh, the dirty kick to the face of Kythorn.
It's so interesting to see how much of Mr. Cliff is still the same. You know, since you know, the man has not ultimately changed a lot as a person. You know, pre and post defeating of Grimm. You know, he's still going to be out there to outsmart. He's still going to be using his teacher's ability. I just feel like it's less, you know, taking the easy way out, so to speak.
Well, with Mr. Cliff as well, it's more so a change in energy, a change in exuberation. He's got that extra kind of momentum now that he's trying to ride on. Unfortunately, that is being stopped in its tracks by James Cray.
Yeah, James Cray just picked the ankle there. Now it's got that nice sort of key lock.
Good Lord,
Right against
Redshaw
the elbow
stalking from
there.
behind.
Yeah, James Cray had to have eyes at the back of his head there. Redshaw singles for one more. Oh, the back of James Cray just getting sliced by those chops.
Redshaw pounding James Cray, who's going straight into Mr. Cliff, and now you can see Mr. Cliff holding that shoulder there. You have to wonder, has James Cray done some damage?
Oh, well, I mean, as we know in martial arts and wrestling, you know, it can take a mere second to snap a joint.
Oh,
whoa.
good Lord!
The
Still managing to
strength.
deadlift Kythorn up.
Whoa!
Samoan drop, fall away slam combination from the White Rhino.
Yeah, the strength on display by Redshaw, just so impressive. Now he's got that lateral press, the cover, two, and James Cray kicks out.
It's such a difficult thing, is it? We talk about how in a triple threat match or a tag match, you have to have eyes in the back of your head. Case in point! Oh my God!
Watch out, Redshaw. Xavier Carter taking advantage of that situation.
Yep.
Excellent move.
You have 5 other people you have to have your eyes on all at the same time.
Now we're back. Oh.
Kythorn up and over, taking out Xavier Carter and Scorch at the same time.
I don't think Redshaw realizes what happened there. Get his back turned. Meanwhile, James Cray, turn around. There's that spinning back fist. But watch out. Mr. Cliff coming in now. Sets up for that pedigree. James Cray counters, big back body drop.
Gee, it is just chaos.
That's why they
Hold
call
on.
it a
I don't think Redshaw sees Scorch on the top rope coming through.
Wow.
candy cane collision. We are seeing so many collisions right here. Watch Xavier Carter now. He's got Scorch up, going for that TKO.
Oh, connected, shocking. Kythorn again, and that is the needing to be on your toes at all times, and Kythorn at the right place at the right time. Bodies upon bodies upon bodies on the floor.
Now Redshaw gets Kythorn
Hold
up
on.
and down for that dead weight.
that's
Power
it.
slam. Watch out. Mr. Cliff in the ring sends Redshaw out.
Cliff has it scouted.
Here we go.
Opportunity.
2, 3. Mr. Cliff steals one.
Guys, I was just saying about how he doesn't take the easy way out, but you know what? Hey, a win is a win, my friends.
Win is a win is a win, and that's how Mr. Cliff looks to end 2025. Well, I think he has to get out of dodge there. Kythorn is absolutely, I want to say, livid and irate.
And Mr. Cliff, the man who started the year on a horrendous losing streak, coming away with the victory, sealing the deal here. Mr. Cliff, what a way to end 2025.
Our next contest is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. Thank you. Introducing first. Here's the gold stick. Apollo.
Well, Prince Apollo gets ready to make his way out here for some singles competition. And guys, let's just reflect on the year that Prince Apollo has had. It's been his rookie year. And look, despite what you say about his attitude, I've been quite impressed with what I've seen of him so far.
Yeah, and it's not just, I don't think, you know, the win-loss record does not necessarily show the quality of performer that he is or is becoming. But I don't know. Feels like maybe he's a little bit in his own head.
Look, for the man that is in his rookie year, he is in no shortage of ego and confidence. And this is the thing that sometimes you think comes with experience, but he has walked in here believing he is the very best that RCW has to offer. And I have to say, that's kind of the attitude you really have to have heading into this ring.
Yeah. And speaking of a man with confidence, but in my opinion, portrayed in such a different way. You know, the confidence of the fans and the belief that he, will get to the visa, so to speak. Ricardo has had a really fantastic year as well. And I'm really excited to see how they match up, these two.
I have to say, those are the biggest candy canes I've ever seen in my life.
I hope they're edible.
Oh, you got Ricardo and the Fellowship of the Visa right here. Of course, Ricardo already has a victory over Prince Apollo. It was back at Mean Street Mayhem 62, that triple threat match alongside Xavier Carter, that Ricardo picked up the victory. Can he go back to back here tonight?
Ricardo has been plying his trade here over the past few years, remembering the first time that we saw Ricardo and Xavier Carter were in the ring together, and they were hailed as the future of RCW. It's hard not to see why. Ricardo coming in with, well, his own sort of confidence, but it's coming from a place of, I think, joy and revelry and belief in the crowd and in himself. It's there's a dichotomy of styles and belief systems for these two.
Oh, very much so. And you have to wonder whether Prince Apollo, made note of that at the time. Maybe that's why these two seem to have almost a disproportionate level of dislike. Look at the fervor in these attacks. These guys are not fans of each other, I think.
Prince Apollo, he wants to get the win on the board to end 2025. He's, like we talked about, so much potential, but now it's time to convert that potential into actually getting some wins.
I just want to point out the strength game there of Prince Apollo holding up Ricardo in a standing vertical. Ricardo having the wherewithal to knee him in the head whilst upside down, and that's some of that unorthodox style you're going to see from the adventurer.
Yeah, you're so right. I think unorthodox is the perfect way of describing Ricardo. I feel like as well, Ricardo kind of disproportionately strong.
Whoa!
Doesn't have the biggest frame, but he's a force.
Speaking of strength, look at the strength on display from Prince Apollo. And look at that rage inside this young man. Hold on, cover, two, and Ricardo kicks out.
Yeah, the fury of a man that wants to simply pin you after beating you with a few punches to the head. He really is just looking to hurt and dismember and well, injure Ricardo potentially. I think it's not really about a win or a loss so much as denigrating the man.
Yeah, I sense that too. He definitely seems angry at Ricardo. And, whether it was getting that victory against him, a few mean streets ago.
That's right. Of course, Prince Apollo started the year off with a loss to Down Under.
Oh, yes.
Of course, faced Scorch, Ricardo, Xavier Carter, and now finally Ricardo again in singles competition. So, nicely done. So, like we mentioned, very impressive displays in all those matches, but so far winless in the year of 2025. I think I've got a good feeling about this match. Almost had it done there.
Yeah, Prince Apollo, you notice that he has a lot of speed and dexterity to his game as well. He's trying to apply himself as a really well-rounded performer, and that's what makes him dangerous in these sorts of events.
I don't know why, and you guys could call me crazy here, but I almost get a little bit of Mike Awesome from Prince Apollo. I don't know, is that an insane call?
No, I see it.
Athletic, big,
Got to be careful here. I mean, we know Mike Awesome wasn't always too afraid to skirt the bounds of what was
absolutely right.
Ethical, and we see that they're raking the eyes across the ropes, did Prince Apollo.
See, I think Prince Apollo is in that sort of all-rounder mode at the moment. He's a strong guy. He's also a bit of a high flyer. I think we're going to see in the next 6 to 12 months, he's going to figure out his niche, I think. And the success will come as Ricardo delivers a really nice arm drag, follows it up with a European uppercut. And a second one.
Italian uppercut, Angus, please.
Well, to him, they're just uppercuts, aren't they?
Conversely, I think what you'll find is one of the prime factors that makes up Ricardo and a Ricardo-style performer is that resilience, that will to persevere and survive and really drive through the hurt and the pain.
That's right.
Of course, you know, Ricardo is an avid hiker as well. The man is all about resilience, all about the cardio, all about pushing the physical limitations. And this is just simply another hill to climb.
Hold on, Ricardo. He's going to go for it, I think. Looking for that crucifix bomb.
Hold on.
Counted.
Caught! Good Lord, high angle Samoan drop.
Yeah, really high angle, and I think landed right on the back of his head to Ricardo. Hold on, hooks the outside leg too, and oh my goodness, that was close, guys.
There you go, 2.5, and landed right. You can see him clutching the small of his back, Ricardo did.
Prince Apollo now, like I said, is a mixture of a powerhouse and a high flyer, not afraid to take it up top.
Prince Apollo scaling, fortunately taking a little bit of time, and that is going to cost him. Oh,
yes.
To the back of his neck.
Yeah, cost him big time there, Ricardo. And now what's Ricardo got on mind here?
Maybe looking for that surfboard stretch.
Yeah, Ricardo.
Here we go.
Also called a bow and arrow. Look at that. Look at that torque on the back of Prince Apollo. And Prince Apollo.
Oh, wait, tapped out.
He's got
He
a tap.
tapped out. Ricardo finding another way to win, a unique way to win here. That is you know what, if I'm Ricardo, I'm adding that to the arsenal straight away.
Yep.
Well, a sufficient victory here at Mean Street Mayhem for the adventurer Ricardo. Prince Apollo, he's got to go back and study the tape, I think. How did he let himself fall for that one? But nevertheless, Ricardo victorious here at How the Grimm Stole Christmas.
This following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Making his way to the ring.
Well, another rookie here coming out to end the year of 2025, Brody Hunter. And if Prince Apollo's had a good year, Brody Hunter's had a great year. A couple of Emerald Crown opportunities for Brody Hunter. Almost got into the big four-way match at RCW 300. Eventually did get that Heroes Trial match against Sigma. Look, he came up short, but a great learning opportunity in his first 12 months for Brody Hunter.
That is the first time I've seen a stranger accept a gift from a masked 6-foot-plus hockey player. He just gave a Christmas present into the crowd there.
I saw that. A very generous person is Brody Hunter. Had that great match with Katie Trey as well, one of our Mean Street Mayhems.
We're all about the spirit of giving here, aren't we, here at Riot City?
Of course. And here she is, Hayley Hendricks, making a return here to Mean Street Mayhem.
She's the pocket rocket, of course. She was in that big main event at our last Mean Street Mayhem, the Matt Hater the Musical. Of course, Hayley Hendricks was in that one, picking up the win over the aforementioned Katie Trey.
Hayley Hendricks, of course, is been an absolute delight here this year. We've got to see her grow month to month here, but I have to question Hayley Hendricks. Yes, small in stature, but even look at the difference in height here between these two individuals. This is what a matchup here tonight.
The cheerleader versus the hockey player.
Yeah. That sounds like something out of Stranger Things.
Oh no, here we go. Grimm is back. Or should I say the Grimm?
I take it back. That's the biggest candy cane I've ever seen.
That's a massive candy cane.
Girthy.
Doing his best duck walk down the ring.
You can tell Grimm's enjoying this just a little bit too much, right?
He loves Christmas.
This, you know, I feel like, yeah, he doesn't hate Christmas, does he?
Oh no, his candy cane!
Oh,
It's broken!
you know, sometimes we have performance issues. That's fine.
The minty goodness of that candy cane. Grimm has broken Christmas.
You broke my stick. Now, you two little rascals over here, Grimm what? Another one of Grimm's gifts. Be a little bit louder next time, all right? What could it be? Guess what? Guess what? What could it be? He doesn't talk much. What could it be? No one cares. What are? Guess what, everybody? The second one of Grimm's gifts. This match is now a triple threat.
A triple threat?
Oh my God! It's a triple threat.
Does Grimm have the authority to do this?
What an amazing sequence.
I know it's Grimm's gifts and all, but
Oh my God.
You're never
I know guess who's under that.
Another masked man.
Wait, everybody. Wait. This is a huge mystery. But this triple threat match is going to be for the RCW Championship.
For the RCW Grand Championship?
Who could be, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my God.
Okay. This has become the biggest match of Brody Hunter and Hayley Hendricks' career.
I can tell you, neither one of these competitors assumed they were going to be competing for the RCW Grand Championship, but Merry Christmas, I guess.
Well, this has become the biggest match of Mean Street Mayhem history. This is the first time the RCW Grand Championship will be defended, and Dean Brady could be looking at a future without that title because Hayley Hendricks or Brody Hunter could be our champions after this one.
The odds aren't in his favor from the numbers game, but I mean, in terms of the experience and the just the intensity and what level Dean Brady is operating on right now, yeah, I'd say this is going to be one heck of a challenge for the other two.
I will say this, Carmine, I think I see this as less of an opportunity. Unfortunately, I think we may be about to see a massacre at 34th Street here.
Yeah. And I feel like fellas would be remiss if we didn't bring up that Dean Brady recently retired ACW's Down Under.
That's right, Dean Brady.
A few weeks ago.
He's a double champion right now. He obviously not over his shoulder, but he is currently also the ACW heavyweight champion. I had the, dare I say it, the privilege of calling that match. In back-to-back matches, defeating Matt Hayter for that championship and then Down Under for the ACW heavyweight championship. Dean Brady is going to end 2025 as the most decorated, the most successful champion, I believe, in Australian wrestling all year. But look, he's got to get through these two guys tonight.
Well, it is an interesting thing as well because you have to imagine neither Brody Hunter nor Hayley Hendricks has in any way prepared for the Dean Brady effect here. You're not assuming that Dean Brady, oh my God!
Now here's the deal. These two guys, they have to work together because they have a great opportunity of neutralizing Dean Brady and then fighting out for the championship, you know, between themselves.
Well, Angus, I think they've heard you because that's exactly what's happening here. Wisely, these two are going to be trying to take down the champion. Hayley Hendricks narrowly avoiding a decapitation.
The quick feet of Hayley Hendricks saving her on that occasion. Able to float over, landing on her feet. Oh no! Big spear!
Cracking a rib or two by far, by certain.
And Hayley Hendricks has just avoided disaster there. She's got the present. Oh, there it is.
There you go. Choke him out, Hayley.
Stalking over the head of Dean Brady. And there you go.
That's another way to do it. There we go.
Nostradamus, Sean Thomas. Hayley Hendricks, nicely done here. She's blinded Dean Brady. She's choking him out. Got to get that rear naked choke in. Oh!
That's the problem there. Unfortunately, you work in close quarters against Dean Brady. That means he can get his hands on you. It's very interesting for the Muscle Mercenary as well, for the champion. Two very different wrestlers that he's in the ring with. Two very different styles.
And I was very excited for the potential singles match between Hayley Hendricks and Brody Hunter, but this has all the makings of a Mean Street Mayhem classic, guys.
Here we go. Hayley Hendricks is now not even looking to blindside Dean Brady, saying, come on, face me, I'll take you out, let's do this.
Yeah, you have to appreciate the level of I guess, fearlessness that Hayley Hendricks has shown.
Oh,
here we go.
There's that cheerleader.
Oh my God, Dean Brady caught her.
Yeah, that cheerleading athleticism on display. Watch Hayley Hendricks. Oh no!
No.
Suckered in by
Just
Dean
took
Brady.
A little bit too much time. I feel like Dean might have been baiting her there.
There was a bit of hesitancy on the part of Hayley Hendricks, but I reckon you're right. Dean Brady had that scouted. Hell, they've probably been planning this for weeks now.
Yeah, no, very true.
And what an early Christmas it would be if Brody Hunter could become the grand champion. Look at this, got Dean Brady up. Brady able to slide through the back door there, but gets caught with that back elbow.
At least from a height perspective, this is a more obvious matchup that you might see. A Brody Hunter and a Dean Brady here. This is a fantastic opportunity, lifting up Brady almost like he's nothing.
There's those snake eyes and staggered center of the ring. Here comes Hayley Hendricks.
Wise move.
Yeah, let him.
Nice thrust kick from the cheerleader. And now, I don't think this is a great idea, guys. These two should be on the same page until Dean Brady has been fully neutralized. Hold on, Hayley Hendricks.
Hayley going to the well again now. There, straight down to the DDT, exactly what she was looking to do earlier.
Yeah, came off well this time. And Hayley Hendricks has a chance here.
You have to wonder, well, if there is a extra bit of trepidation or nerves that come along with this sort of match now that you know the stakes that are involved.
Hayley Hendricks, watch out, Dean Brady. Oh, catches Hendricks.
Oh no. Hayley almost dumped ceremoniously off the top rope, manages to keep herself stable just long enough, but I don't know if that's a better position to be in. Speaking of positions.
Hold on, here we go.
Oh my God.
There's that sit out choke slam, the cover, 2, and oh my God, almost a new champ. So close.
And noteworthy that Hayley's just probably still a little bit under, in a bit of duress there to not go for the breakup of the cup.
For the save, yeah.
Could have tweaked a knee, hurt her back, any number of things there from the top, or maybe just wisely simply picking her spot.
I think she is, Sean. I think she's waiting. Look at this.
Big pump kick, and now setting up.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Brody.
Wait a minute. Dean Brady says no more playing around.
Yeah.
Could we see a double F5 here? Hayley Hendricks slides out the back door. There's one.
Of course, Dean Brady would be looking for a double F5. Of course.
Yeah, the guy.
Hayley.
Oh no!
Wow, nicely done. Hold on, Brady. His title's in jeopardy now because Hayley Hendricks.
There you go.
And he could lose the title without taking a pinfall.
Bit of urgency. Unfortunately, I think Hayley Hendricks, I don't know how wise that was here. Taking a bit too much time.
Wasting some time.
She needed to get it close. She needed to get it closer.
I guess if you got one shot, you don't want to miss, guys.
That's right.
That's it. Heading our way to the top now. This is the perfect opportunity. Coming forward. It hits. It hits. New champion.
Here we go. Hayley Hendricks could be the champ. Oh,
Whoa.
Brady saving his title reign.
Oh my God.
Whoa!
Wait a minute. Straight forward. Launching up. Good grief.
Incredible height on that F5. The cover, 2 and 3. Brady retains.
You notice he stared daggers into the fallen Brody Hunter as well. What an absolutely emphatic victory from the champion.
Your champion, Dean Brady!
Look, emphatic victory, but Dean Brady, there are a couple opportunities there. I thought we could have had a new champion tonight, guys.
Well, for both Hayley Hendricks and Brody Hunter, you know that both of them took that opportunity and took that chance and said, okay, that's what you need to do. If you can visualize yourself being the champion, that's half the battle right there, and they showed verve and vigor here tonight.
Well, he wasn't on the card tonight, but now Dean Brady heading into 2026, heading into our 20th anniversary year as your Riot City Wrestling Grand Champion. Of course, we've got Reanimated coming up in the new year, and then we're heading straight onto Fringe Mania, guys. We've got 3 huge Fringe events. Dean Brady will certainly want to be champion heading into those. We've got heaps more Mean Street Mayhem 63 coming up.
Some surprise there. I hope this one remains a singles match. Excuse me, one fall. Very good. Making his way to the ring. It's Cornell.
Well, Coach Cornell finally back in singles competition here in Riot City Wrestling. We saw him make his triumphant return after 3 years on the bench back at the Riot City Rumble, and then he immediately got into things with Havoc, didn't he, at our last event?
It has been an absolutely peculiar return here for Coach Cornell, who's got a bee in his bonnet, I have to say, and nothing is so personified. But have you had a look at that list? He's crossed out Santa, I believe, and a couple of other names, but the man has a hit list which seems to include, as you said, Havoc here tonight.
Well, Havoc and Mr. Cliff, two guys on Coach Cornell's naughty list.
Yeah, you're right. And yeah, again, just wanted to add, it has been since 2022 that we have seen Coach Cornell in a Riot City Wrestling ring.
Well, here comes the newly rechristened Old Man Havoc, and of course his partner in crime, his little man, the 20th century boy, Benjamin Rosenthal.
With a very odd, I've never seen a Where's Wally style Santa hat, but that is exactly what the 20th century kid had. Look at that, nice lovely red stripe there. Maybe that's more 80s than I'm aware of, though.
Very 80s, as is the power glove on the right hand of Havoc that was used back in the day to enter Game Genie cheat codes in your favorite Nintendo Entertainment System games.
Oh.
Not part of the uniform. Hold on, since when do PE teachers have any say over the uniform?
You know what? You don't tug on Superman's cape and you don't steal a bald man's hat. I think Coach Cornell is about to realize he's made a deathly mistake. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a stocking stuffer if I've ever seen one.
And you know, we're celebrating Coach Cornell's return, but I mean, his attitude has definitely not improved since the last time we saw him in Riot City. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that before that, yeah, last time we saw him at the RCW Academy was the 25th of June, 2022. And the one thing I want to say about Cornell is that he really has become the world's biggest hater. Like, I feel like this is a man that just hates everything. He hates Christmas. He hates Havoc. He hates the 20th Century Boy. He hates Mr. Cliff. He hates Santa hats. He hates allegedly other things.
What about Tarzos? He hates Tarzos as well.
How could you hate Tarzos?
Here we go. I mean, 20th Century Kid has gotten himself in harm's way, and fortunately, doesn't that feel like though every PE teacher you've ever met, they just seem to have a lust for hate.
Yeah, that is true. You know, they say the great Mr. Schneebly once said that you know, those that can't do teach, and those who can't teach Jim.
Well, here let's go. The match has only just now started. Almost a quick pinfall finish there for Coach Cornell.
Now it's a bit of a, now that the match has begun here, we've got a bit of an early onslaught from Coach Cornell with some vicious shots to the back for Havoc, who's looking to make a comeback.
And Havoc, we've seen recently, has gotten into it with Bob and Jimmy C. Of course, those tensions boiled over back at the Riot City Rumble.
Yeah, that's right. I feel like they might have a combined age of over 150 between the three of them.
Including Jimmy C.
Yeah. Jimmy C's the oldest man alive.
You know, the C stands for century.
That's right, yeah, exactly, yeah. He's doing most of the heavy lifting there, actually.
Coach Cornell, as you can see, continuing to barrel down on Havoc, really trying to just overpower and overwhelm the veteran.
Yeah. And, taking him out.
A nice little trip up there from the coach. Off the rope, back senton.
So it's not pretty, but it is effective. Just a bunch of sentons, sweeps, and forearm strike to the back.
Hold up. Coach Cornell doing some tricep push-ups. That's very that's very unorthodox. You know, most wrestlers when they're trying to brag, you know, they want to focus, they want to prioritize the chest. But Coach Cornell, you know, he's a true athlete.
Havoc there with that jaw breaker, backing up into the corner, giving himself some space to deliver that lariat.
Over 25 years for the one known as a master of mayhem here in wrestling, Havoc, a hardcore legend in his own right and bona fide champion.
Former Riot City Wrestling champion, Havoc.
Now building up ahead of steam here against the coach.
That's right. I always think of Havoc's legendary title defense against Chris Basso here. Don't you two remember that? That was just incredible.
December 2021, Battle for Supremacy. We'll never forget that matchup. And December 2025, 4 years later, Havoc still at it, still in the best shape of his career.
Yeah, I know. I thought, his peak was around 2021 physically, but he is just managing to outdo himself every year. I mean, truly the definition of aging like a fine wine as he takes down Cornell.
In the same way that Coach Cornell has managed to defy all expectations, make his return here to wrestling, and is looking to put one over on Havoc to...
Yeah, no, guys, Bob is out here.
Oh, wait, oh my God. Well,
shoving down Rosenthal. And look who's up on the apron. That's Jimmy C.
Jimmy Century.
Jimmy C, I think it's causing... Look, that's a distraction if I've ever seen one. Get off the apron, get out of the ring, and head back. Well, here we go.
Oh! Man, the distraction from Jimmy C, the low blow from Bob, and Cornell, of course, is going to have a
Come on.
2 and 3.
Good grief.
The heist here from Coach Cornell.
I mean, that's a big win.
You know what?
Or not.
And that's really what we should expect from Team Jim Bob, isn't it? It's just the hijinks ensues here, and you know that Havoc is not going to let that slide.
Sorry, I'm not going to let that slide. Team Jim Bob?
Why not? Team Jim Bob. Hashtag Jim Bob. Hopefully a Merry Christmas to the two of them at least.
I think he's been workshopping that one for a while.
I like that. That's good workshopping right there.
Well, there you go. Let's not lose sight of the fact that Coach Cornell, in his singles return, has just pinned the former Riot City Wrestling champion, Havoc. And coming up next, we've got our first of 2 huge debuts here.
This singles match is scheduled for 1 fall. Carrots! Introducing first.
Kid making his way out here for singles competition. Like we said, our first of 2 major debuts. Our former ring announcing colleagues are going to be coming up in the next couple matches, and I, for one, cannot wait to see James Dalton and Leila Paige in action.
Which is so interesting because this is exactly not what Kit was signing up for tonight. He has had just an absolute bone to pick with Red Smash for the better part of a couple of months now. We saw that very expressly during the Rumble. James Dalton literally and figuratively getting in the way of Kit here and almost demanding this match tonight.
Well, James Dalton has worked so hard to get to this opportunity right now, to make his debut still in the calendar year 2025. He's waited till the last event of the year, but we will find out if the wait is worth it. What a reception from James Dalton here. And look at that smile. You will not wipe that smile off his face. He is living his dream right here, right now, in front of our very eyes, guys.
Yeah, you're right. That's an enormous reaction. Almost 300 people packed into here in a hot summer's day just before Christmas, and yeah, love to see it.
You know, this reception has to be absolute music to Dalton's ears here. That Music Man himself is looking to really get one over. And because imagine what it would mean for a debut for the beginning of your career to get one over on Kit, who has made his own return here at RCW recently and has put on a lot of impressive performances, up to and including an impressive run in the Rumble itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Kit is looking to dampen the mood of James Dalton, almost immediately, right? That's what he's got to do. He's got to try and stop him. Do not listen to that crowd, right? Because they are firmly behind James Dalton here tonight.
The interesting part of this match as well is that for James Dalton, one positive, one attribute that you have at your disposal is there is no record of what you can do in the ring. There is no tape to study. There is no way for Kit to get a handle on what kind of competitor James Dalton is.
Yeah, spot on.
And the fans here saying, you deserve it. He certainly does. James Dalton has put in so much work on his physique, on his body, training in the ring. And we are going to see the fruits of his labor here tonight.
That might be the first ever "you deserve it" chant I've ever heard before a man has ever been in a wrestling ring in a professional wrestling match. That is quite something.
Well, you know what? This is trial by fire now, because it is one thing to train, it is one thing to prepare, but until you're across the ring from an individual, especially one such as Kit, you really don't know what you're made of.
No, yeah, let's... Wow, here we go.
Well, James Dalton, here we go. Lock up to start. Kit floats around, gets that waist lock. James Dalton, see if he's got a counter for it. He does. Waist lock of his own now.
And for Kit, this is exactly what it's going to be about early on. It is that feeling out process, really seeing what James Dalton is capable, what he can get away with and what he can't. This is exactly what Kit is going to do early on.
That's right.
I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Chain wrestling to start. Let's see what James Dalton's got. Shoulder block. Takes Dalton down.
There we go. Kit's in there trumpeting success like the job's already finished.
You can see there Kit staring down at James Dalton, who's coming through. Leapfrog over.
Yeah, nicely done by James Dalton. Kit, though, shoves him off the ropes. James Dalton back. Whoa. Big shoulder block of his own. Follows it up. Big back elbow. House on fire right now. James Dalton. Hip toss.
You know what? James Dalton properly announcing to the world now he is here.
And the feds, I don't want to say their expectations of James Dalton were low, but like you mentioned, they hadn't seen what he was capable of. Taking it to Kit in the early goings of this one, really impressive, guys.
Look, Kit is in enemy territory here. You know, look at him. Man, very, very nice.
Well, you know that Kit absolutely would not have expected this coming to this match. I am sure Kit thought this was going to be a very easy day at the office.
Yeah, and that's why Kit is an arrogant pro wrestler. You know, he thinks he's the best. But like you said earlier in the night, it's like you have to believe that. So can I fully hate Kit?
Oh!
Whoa, there we go. Can I fully hate Kit for having that belief in himself? No, I can't. But he's got to watch out for someone like James. He's got the crowd on his side.
Now, unfortunately, I think this is where James Dalton is getting a bit of a reality check here. This is how Kit operates. It is that rake to the eyes, which is not out of place for Kit himself. And this is where now he's going to slow down the pace. He's got a feel for the man. He's got a feel for his opponent. And now we get more of Kit's style.
And see, this is exactly it. James Dalton has spent so many months in the ring, learning the fundamentals, learning the technique. But they don't teach you how to react when someone rakes your eyes mid-move. They don't teach you how to counter something like this where your opponent's using the ring as a weapon against you. There are some intangibles that James Dalton, he's going to have to learn on the fly, guys.
Well, it doesn't come to how you get to react to being punched into the face. It comes down to what can you withstand? How much pain are you willing to get? What sort of endurance and what sort of tenacity has James Dalton able to build up over the past year or so of training?
That was almost a 2 count, almost a 3 count, I should say. James Dalton looking a bit winded here, gasping for air, and that's exactly why Kit is applying the pressure. He's got that chokehold on. It's a little bit too far below the chin for the referee's liking, perhaps.
We saw Kit in the Rumble just a few months ago, and we saw how long he was able to last, and the pure fury that engaged him the entire time with Red Smash. That lasted for, what, half an hour? You know, it's that frenetic, fast pace that Kit is going to want to work. So now my question is, can Dalton keep up?
Well, I think Dalton, this is the best opportunity he's got. The crowd is right behind him. It's going to help fuel that adrenaline. He's just got to pace himself here, not get too overzealous too quickly.
Oh! You can see Dalton trying to mount a comeback there, get a few place shots, but again cut to the quick by Kit, and is now being punished for his insolence.
Kit setting Dalton up on the top rope. This is Kit's favorite territory. Dalton, not sure if he knows how to react. Oh, hard knife edge chop.
Saw a bit of a glazed look in James Dalton's eyes there, just wondering, you have to wonder, is anybody home at the moment, especially after whatever nefarious Taking a moment here, just wondering what exactly Kit has in his mind here.
Dalton's trying to fight back. Nicely placed forearm there. Goes for it again.
Big forearm shots to the jaw
Dalton's
of Kit, who manages to hang on.
He's got to keep his focus here. And now Dalton looking for something here on the outside.
What is Dalton looking for? Kit's halfway across the ring.
Maybe a springboard, maybe something else. What's Dalton got in mind here? We're about to find out.
Oh!
No, we're not.
I think we're not going to find that anytime soon. Kit actually had that scouted. It may have been, well, playing possum.
Oh, Dalton just kicks out in the nick of time.
Brilliant, brilliant resilience there by James Dalton, managing to get the shoulder up, 2.5. Staying in the game here for the time being, and that's what you need to do. As long as you're in the game, you have a chance.
And Kit, he'll just continue wearing down. Dalton's got to go through those gears. He's got to find that next level if he's going to withstand the onslaught here from Kit.
It's really interesting. It's hard to tell because it kind of is how Kit operates as a default, but the man seems to be more enraged, more furious, getting a bit aggravated potentially as Dalton now mounts, well, a bit of offense here.
And
he needs to hold the momentum.
See the determination on the face of James Dalton. This means
he's going for it again.
Everything to him. Whatever he had before, he's going to go for it again.
Kit dazed. Kit confused.
Hold on, watch Dalton, watch Dalton.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Almost like a buckshot lariat turned into that juggernaut driver.
Good
One,
Lord.
2, 3. And the fans not happy about that.
Happy about that, but look, they should be proud of James. Kid took him down.
It is just, unfortunately, it is that experience level that Kit was able to utilize at the last moment. He saw what Dalton was looking to employ for a second time, took that momentum, used it against him, and all the congratulations and effort for James Dalton for coming in the ring and holding his own there, at least for tonight, wasn't his night.
Well, as they say, this is Kit's world, and we're all living in it. Kit victorious here at Mean Street Mayhem 63. Give all the credit in the world to James Dalton, but tonight Kit showing how that experience edge has the difference.
I'm absolutely sure James Dalton very disappointed, but the man can hold his head high, and that's just the beginning for James Dalton. There's an entire 2026 to look forward to.
Give it up for James Dalton, but guys, coming up next, another huge debut here at Mean Street Mayhem.
This next singles match is scheduled for one more. Introducing first.
Leila Paige has arrived here in Riot City Wrestling. The ever-popular ring announcer has finally made her debut. And listen to the ovation. Look at the signs in the crowd. Leila Paige has got a lot of hype coming into this one, Carmine.
Oh, she absolutely does. And, I mean, everyone here at Riot City Wrestling knows she has put in the work. She has been at every training there is. You know, she is just, you know, she to steal a phrase from Sean here, you know, she's gone from strength to strength.
Yeah, you know, one debut deserves another. We're up to debut 2 here at How the Grimm Stole Christmas. And what's very interesting about what we're about to see is this was expressly asked for, requested by Leila Paige. She said, Mr. Brody Marshall, give me Mickey Fortune. Let's make this big and let's go hard to begin with. And that's exactly what I think she's going to get here tonight. Well, this is going to be a monumental task to overcome.
Brody Marshall obliged, but we'll find out if that was the right call, because coming out is a very pissed off Huntress.
And you know, you see it expressly there in the words of Mickey Fortune. Oh, you want me, do you? I have to wonder, when Fortune got the news, what exactly was her reaction? Surely there has to be almost a sense of, you asked, you demanded what? And I really don't think that's somebody you want to piss off.
I think, yeah, that she basically, my guess is that she probably not admit it, but I think she's probably, impressed at the fact that a rookie would want to do that. But given her attitude lately, I'm sure she feels like this is just going to be, picking a victim slowly and methodically, which we all have seen Mickey Fortune do time and time again.
All the props to Leila Paige. She has taken one of the biggest fishes here in Riot City and said, let's go, and not for nothing. This is how you make an impact here at Riot City Wrestling.
Yeah, if you want to make a name for yourself, take on a form of Riot City Wrestling Women's Champion. Don't mind the fact that Mickey Fortune's coming off a extremely heated rivalry with her own husband, Zach Sabbath.
Never forget what she did to Havoc, too.
What she did to Havoc, the way she, treated Mike Boomer, the implosion of the Kings of Ruin.
Where is Boomer?
Where indeed. But right now we have Leila Paige, Mickey Fortune. Do you say it, guys? The present and the future here of Riot City Wrestling?
God, listen to this crowd firmly behind Leila Paige. Listen. Oh, listen. Oh! As a debut, it can't get much better than that sort of ovation.
But we've seen just now with James Dalton that, the crowd can only do so much. In a way, in some ways, maybe she needs to block this out. Wouldn't you agree? It's a risk. You don't want to lull yourself into a false sense of security.
Yeah, you don't want to allow yourself to get distracted, but by the same token, I think for Mickey Fortune, she cannot take this lightly. She cannot see this as an exercise or an exhibition. This is just as important as any other match, and like I talked about earlier, there is no precedent for a Leila Paige match. You don't know what to expect.
Well, Mickey Fortune in control here to start off. Like I said, Leila Paige, she's looking great, looks $1 million. Let's find out if she can wrestle like $1 million as well, because she'll need to face up against Mickey Fortune.
Interesting strategy here by Mickey Fortune. She got right into Leila Paige's face, a ground and pound with a headlock takedown, but as soon as it looks like Leila's going to get any sort of matter of reversal or revenge, she slips straight out.
I like what I'm seeing from Leila Paige, just letting Mickey find herself, get back in the ring. Leila Paige not being forced to run out there, chase after her, not being lulled into, like you said, the false sense of security.
You notice here, Leila Paige is towards the center of the ring, asking Mickey Fortune to come meet her.
That's exactly right. Very much a veteran move already from Leila Paige, as we see the Greco-Roman knuckle lock applied on both women here. Standing toe-to-toe, test of strength now.
Both Mickey Fortune and Leila Paige in tremendous shape here. I have to wonder, in a test of strength, I really don't know who comes out.
There's that trip up from Mickey Fortune. 2. Leila gets that shoulder up. Mickey forces it down. Leila gets the other shoulder up.
There you go. Strength is not going to trump experience, and now trying to put a full force down.
Both women's shoulders
Both
down.
shoulders.
Wow, double bridge.
Yeah, Leila Paige is matching the Huntress move for move here as the arms are still locked here.
I just saw an exchange of words there. I'm not sure what Leila Paige said to Mickey Fortune, but Leila building up a head of steam now, coming off the ropes and sending Mickey Fortune down to the mat.
With gusto there, Leila Paige now really trying to hold on to that anger, hold on to that electricity here and put it straight forth against Mickey Fortune. You cannot let Mickey get under your skin or get inside your head.
Whoa, what a slap. Just slap the taste out of Leila's mouth here.
Nothing else that's going to wake Paige up.
And
That's some
it.
vintage Mickey Fortune.
Had that one scouted, and Mickey Fortune just taking her sweet time here. Going from move to move. There's the Meteora.
And now, as you said, Mickey Fortune is going to look to pick apart Leila piece by piece.
Well, with that experience, really that's probably what she should be doing. She needs to make sure that there shouldn't be tests of strength, right? Because it's one of those things where Mickey needs to just make sure that she gets no run, no amount of momentum, because that momentum can carry you a long way.
There's that delicate balance that you have to tread as a wrestler. You don't want to give your opponent any opportunity to mount some offense, like you said. But if you don't know how they operate, then you're not going to be able to see that unless they start to attack you. You cannot...
Cover. Oh, kick out at 2.
You
And
cannot adapt to your opponent.
it's very interesting with Mickey Fortune. She's, has been in a similar situation to Leila Paige. Mickey Fortune, in her very first match back when she made her return to Riot City Wrestling, won the RCW Women's Championship off of Savannah Summers. There was a lot of hype for Mickey Fortune coming into that match. Mickey Fortune lived up to the hype. I think she certainly must see some of herself in Leila Paige here.
But I almost sense a bit of jealousy there. She's saying, "This your girl. Is this your girl?" She does it hurt Mickey that Layla has got such a tremendous reception and that she's bringing it to her.
That's it. Mickey Fortune goading Leila Paige. And I think that's where Paige needs to be careful as well to not be lulled into those games.
Look at this on the barricade now.
Oh, good grief, like a thunderclap.
And that's a lot of experience behind Mickey Fortune and that chop.
Raking her eyes across the guardrail. That is a steel guardrail,
That
folks.
is a steel guardrail. And Leila Paige looking like she's feeling the effects of that one.
I think if I'm Leila Paige, you need to create a bit of separation between the two, or maybe just come at it as well. Give as good as you get.
Using that ring as a weapon. That is a hard part of the ring. There is nothing but steel
Oh my God,
there.
the strength!
Oh!
Almost bending herself backwards, but the result there is a suplex onto the edge of the ring.
Yeah, it's so impressive that Leila Paige had the ring IQ to know how to do that one, Carmine.
She is just, this is a fantastic debut. The crowd seems to agree. This is awesome.
And now Layla has a great chance to follow this up.
Coming forwards, unfortunately, having it scouted, sending her face first into the middle road. Oh,
Absolutely baited right there.
gruesome knee.
Wait for that STO. Layla Paige, what is this?
Oh my God, hoisting up high into the air.
That's
Good grief, I've never seen that before.
2 and almost a 3 there, guys.
Hoisted
pure strength.
face first buster.
We'll have to talk to Leila Paige, find out if she's got a name for that, because that was so impressive.
What we are witnessing firsthand is the amount of strength that Leila Paige possesses, and really that is going to be something to look out for in the future. She can harness that, utilize that going forward.
I like this from Leila Paige, following that up, but gets countered by Mickey Fortune, sent head first into that turnbuckle pad.
Unfortunately, again, is that ability for Fortune to be able to have counter upon counter. Oh my goodness! Finessing her way out of harm's way, but again, caught by the boot of Fortune.
Hey, look, it was fancy, but it, again, wasted a bit too much time, I think. But Mickey Fortune might have been wasting time getting up to the second turnbuckle there. And
Now
Leila
it is
Paige meets her.
giving Leila Paige a moment to head to the top turnbuckle.
Oh, nice.
Slap in return, there's a receipt. They went right back as Mickey Fortune says, absolutely not. Hold on.
What is this here?
Up and over.
Using those legs for like a Hurricane Rana move. Cover now from Leila Paige. Kick out at 2.
Yeah, shades of Trish Stratus there, a bit of Stratusfaction. Potentially an homage there from Leila Paige.
Yeah, well, we talked about Mike Awesome earlier, Carmine. I actually do see a lot of Trish Stratus here.
Yeah.
In Leila Paige.
That's a good comp.
You know, interestingly enough, we are seeing Mickey Fortune working a bit on the defense now. Leila Paige has been quite aggressive now and has really built herself ahead of steam.
Well,
Now
Leila
the
Paige,
bands are off.
she's got to keep this pressure going. She's got to keep the pressure on Mickey Fortune. Keep that. Oh! Spoke too soon. There's that STO that drives Leila Paige to the mat, and now Mickey won't waste any time.
Oh my God.
That big high heel kick there.
Yeah, Leila Paige trying to get out of harm's way into the corner, but there's nowhere that the Huntress cannot find you.
And this could be all she wrote. Going up top, we know up next will be a big Mayari.
Oh my God.
Goes for it. Leila Paige out of the way. Layla drop kicks Mickey into the corner now.
Small package. Takes
2,
her up.
3.
Wait, oh my God.
She did it. What?
Leila Paige, was that a 3? That was a 3 count. Leila Paige Why is he getting out of the ring? But the fact remains, the victory goes to her. Leila Paige, my God.
Leila Paige, in her very first match, has just pinned Mickey Fortune.
Mickey Fortune is absolutely livid, irate.
Quite the upset there. Mickey Fortune is furious, but Leila Paige, the victor here at Mean Street Mayhem. Guys, what do you make of that?
I'm shocked.
You know what? This is the first page of what is going to be an entire story here at Riot City Wrestling. The sky is the limit for Leila Paige. What a way to kick off your career.
Oh yeah, we are about to see some big things from this woman. If this is anything to go by, Leila Paige will be the talk of the town in 2026. Mark my words. And you guys saw it here for the very first time at Mean Street Mayhem.
The following contest is a Tag Team Championship match. Introducing first.
All right, guys, main event time here at Mean Street Mayhem. And how the Grimm stole Christmas. Well, will we see the Grimm and his buddy here, Violent Blitz, walk away with those Riot City Wrestling Tag Team Championships?
I don't know, maybe Dean Brady's in that bag there somewhere. He's just going to pull a Brady out of a hat. I've seen it once tonight. It wouldn't surprise me if Grimm made this a 3-on-2 affair.
Well, the Old Guard are actually former Tag Team Champions, but that feels like a lifetime ago, back when you had Cutthroat and Nick Armstrong in that group.
Yeah.
Very different iteration of the Old Guard now, but looking to once again claim Tag Team Gold here in Riot City Wrestling.
Now it's the second championship on the line here tonight at How the Grimm Stole Christmas. Of course, as we know, RCW Tag Team titles on the line. And again, we can see a brand new champion heading into 2026.
Feels like Party Hard just won those titles. Wasn't too long ago they defeated CBTM in that tables match at Battle For Supremacy. But they've got a unique challenge here tonight. The team of Grimm and Violet Blitz.
I tell you, I will say that both of them are looking very Christmassy. They have matched the season. Oh my goodness.
And Mariah Carey has unfrozen because it is time for your tag champs. It is time for Party Hard.
Bold and Party Hard to wear those outfits in this heat, I'll say that much.
Yeah.
And we got
Bold of them to use the most popular, or second most popular Christmas song of all time as well.
That's right. So Bing Crosby, but It Will Do. And you've got Banjo Powers as Rudolph. And should we take a guess? Is he Donner? Is he Blitzen? Is he one of the other reindeers?
Really going to see if you could name all of them just then.
There's Dasher, there's Dancer, there's Prancer, there's Vixen, there's Comet, there's Cupid, there's Donner, and there's Blitzen. There you go.
Little known reindeers, Party Guy and Banjo, current RCW Tag Team Champions. They're still fresh.
Well, these two guys are definitely in for the reindeer games here tonight. Party Hard, your tag champs at last. But let's go down to Dr. Gouda for the official in-ring introductions.
All right, they get the special treatment tonight. Okay, introducing first the challengers on my right. We have Grimm and the gift that keeps on giving, Violet Blitz. Just the other
Well, Dr. Gouda loves a bit of wordplay. Your reigning RCW Tag Team Champions, Party Hard. The championships are given to our senior official, Michael Kent. And we will get underway with festivities in what is the final match for 2025 here in Riot City Wrestling. It's been quite the banner year, and we're going to end things right here, right now. And ooh, looks like Grimm got something else in that bag.
Grimm's always got something in the bag. This is the issue I'm finding here. There's always a little trick up his sleeve, something that he has, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D.
It's a present. Couple presents. Nicely wrapped as well.
Yeah, that's very generous of him. Michael Kent getting the Santa hat.
Oh, wait!
Ah, the ruse.
I don't think we've got any more Grimm's gifts tonight. Grimm's just about out of them. And here we go, Tag Team Championships on the line. Party Hard against the Old Guard. And dare I say, guys, Violet Blitz still persists as a thorn in the sides of Banjo Powers and Party Guy Ty.
I know enough love lost between the two, but I think Banjo Powers still. I thought we were going to find out what was in the box.
No, this is not the Channel 10 morning show.
Oh, nice.
This is not.
Tag Team Champions in the ring, goading the challengers to meet them from, well, some good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say meet them at the Alamo Dome, but I don't think that's in this country.
Well, Grimm, a former Tag Team Champion with, of course, our General Manager, Big Brody Marshall. He's been there before. Violet Blitz has held championship gold. She's a former Big Shed champion as well.
Yeah, just here playing a little bit of mind games, simply not allowing the Old Guard to make their way into the ring, and they're saying, you're not going to come in, we'll come to you.
Yeah, Party Hard to the outside, Old Guard to the inside. And Grimm acting like he's just pulled one over the wool over the eyes of Party Hard.
That's the problem as a champion, you had the high ground. Why'd you give it up?
That's right, did they learn nothing from Anakin and Obi-Wan?
Just trying to get this match at least somewhat. I mean, it has officially started, but it hasn't properly gotten underway. A bit of a jaw-jacking and goading between the two teams here. A bit of one-upsmanship.
And I like this. Party Hard, they know they can stay outside the entire match. They don't have to get in there. Count out means they keep the titles.
True. But I don't think they're necessarily going for that. That wouldn't speak to their character, Angus.
They party hard, they wrestle hard, and they can rest easy.
Yeah.
Banjo Powers just had the soul chopped out of him, and I think Grimm's going to follow up here with Party Guy Ty, sent into his own partner.
Grimm, the Viking, the difference maker, and Violet Blitz, an absolute pit bull of a performer, almost colliding the two.
Yeah, nicely done by Grimm. He had the wherewithal there, but watch out for Party Guy.
Sandwiching, and unfortunately Violet Blitz getting the raw end of the deal there, smushed under the weight of Grimm, and now both side by side. Even some dire consequences here.
This is great tag team continuity. There's that honey moonsault from Party Hard.
Banjo Powers went for a bit of a sleigh ride there and ended up on top of the Old Guard.
And guys, I think this has to be our most festive event we've ever had. I love it. We've got the tinsel. We've got everyone in the Christmas mood. What a way to end 2025. What a Christmas Eve we're having here at Mean Street Mayhem.
Everyone embodying the Christmas spirit here, and no more than the champions of the reindeer goes flying.
Very nice. And we know that, Party Hard have really gone through it over, during their tenure, together as a tag team. It's been an incredible journey for the two of them. So I feel like, them being the tag champions to close out the year, well, if they retain, would be a massive accomplishment, and they'd really enjoy their Christmas together well.
It just feels right, doesn't it? And
It does.
this does not feel right for Violet Blitz just getting unceremoniously dumped.
Goes without saying, she was with these two.
Yeah,
As
she
the
was.
first official tag, by the way, of this night.
Oh, there we go. You know, Violet has to wonder, you know, what does she want to be?
Well, clearly she wants to be in the old guard.
Yeah, well,
And Grimm has promised her that she will be the future of this place.
Yeah.
Her and Dean Brady.
Yeah.
Who I noticed Dean Brady not out here right now to second these guys to the ring.
Double drop kick from Party Guy, and Banjo Powers now utilizing very tried and true tag team techniques. Isolate your opponent.
Yep.
Stacked up for the pin.
Yeah, really nice jackknife cover there. 2 count only, says Michael Kent.
Maybe our grand champion thinks, you know, I don't need to back these two up. You know, I have the utmost confidence in them. Or maybe he's on a pay-per appearance deal.
Well, it's also a bit of an MO of the old guard here. It's very simple. You don't come in, you don't make your presence felt until it's absolutely needed.
Yeah, very, very true. And then, but you know,
Cover, hold on, cover by Banjo, kick out at 2.
very nice. Look, the old guard has gone, like you said earlier, about when we had Cutthroat in the old guard, and we had Nick Armstrong, and of course we didn't mention Chris Basso, the founder of the old guard. You know, what so much has changed with the old guard this year.
Well, even Benjamin Rosenthal, the 20th century boy.
The 20th century boy, once the most evil man in wrestling, you know, now he loves video games and stuff.
You're seeing this tried and true here with Violet Blitz. The one thing the old guard is consistent about is they take talent and they look to elevate them. They get the best out of them. And someone like Violet Blitz just has that aggression that needed to be molded, needed to be honed. And I think that is exactly what Grimm looks to do and what he saw from both Dean Brady and Violet Blitz.
Well, remember how Violet Blitz joined the old guard? It was back at Fringe Mania of this year. Mr. Cliff, they deemed was ineffective, so they subbed him out. Subbed Violet Blitz in, and look, it's been a great move from the old guard.
See now Grimm imposing his will on Party Guy Ty. Hard whips to the corner, even harder elbows to the chest.
I don't want to just relitigate the past. I don't want Grimm to hurt me, but you know, at the end of the day, Grimm lost to Mr. Cliff, and it's sort of, there has been this little bit of bad luck, couldn't you say?
Well,
like there has been.
Since that match, he's lost to Redshaw.
Yeah, exactly.
He's lost to Ben Braxton. Bit of a downward spiral himself is Grimm.
Maybe gives you a bit of an insight into the mood maybe that Grimm is harnessing right now.
Guys, I think I would go so far as to say that all of this act about, you know, being the Grimm who stole Christmas, Grinch-esque is a distraction. I think he wants people to not think about some of the bad luck that he's had, you know, to close out this year.
Well, he has lost 3 on the trot.
Yeah.
Hoping to break that streak here tonight.
There you go now, trying to goad Banjo Powers into the ring, and that is a mistake on the part, as now Party Guy has to fight on his lonesome, going for the tag. Cut to the quick, and Grimm almost.
I don't know if the referee saw it, but it looked like the tag was actually made. I think Grimm did get the fingertips of Violet Blitz, but nevertheless, Grimm still in the ring here.
Now, unfortunately, you can notice here that ring awareness, whether he means to or not. Grimm has put himself between the champions. Oh!
Oh, my
I
goodness.
don't know if that was a move. I think Grimm was just throwing his entire body at Party Guy Ty there.
If I was Grimm, that's what I would do. Just throw my body against people, hope for the best.
He's a 7-footer, and now notice he dragged Party Guy into his corner before he made the tag. Wanted to ensure that Violet Blitz had Party Guy in the optimal position to deliver more damage. As you're seeing right now, to that left knee of Party Guy Ty, really driving the fist into that.
So you got that body scissors, that short scissors there on the leg as Violet Blitzen goes in on the attack against Party Guy Ty, and really looking to just isolate, control, and keep him as far away from Banjo Powers as possible.
Again, dragging Party Guy, Carmine.
Yeah, right there. Cutting the ring in half, as they always say. Here we go.
There you go, make a wish.
Whoa, forced splits. Can you guys do the splits? Can you do that?
In a past life in my 20s, yes. Really? Halfway there.
That was a little bit more flexible, maybe.
Wow, cool.
Oh!
And you can see now there's a weakness that is looking to be exploited. The left knee of Party Guy Ty.
Yeah, it's very smart here by Grimm, because if Grimm loses this match, then he could make a case to say that Christmas was just one big giant fail for him. That sounds dramatic, but it's true. Just be like, why would he even bother?
Oh, I don't mean to be superstitious or anything, but if Grimm loses this match, could you not argue that perhaps Mr. Cliff's losing streak has now transferred over to Grimm?
Yeah.
It's passed on to him like a virus?
Again, I'm going to leave that to be your words, because I feel like if Grimm gets word of this, he's not going to be happy.
You can see now, though, despite that, it is that veteran, some of the veteran wiles that Grimm knows to utilize so well. Get the hot-headed Banjo to distract the referee. Let him use you to your ends, and now Violet Blitz on the outside has just done extra damage to Party Guy Tai.
Yes, yeah.
Trying valiantly to fight back, but on one leg, I don't know how helpful that is going to be for the champion.
Whoa.
Might be over right now. What goes up?
Grimm has fought an excellent bout so far. Party Guy landed on that bad leg, as you rightfully pointed out, Sean.
Grimm noticing that either I'm going to hit the clothesline or you're going to land on your leg. Speaking of landing wrong.
Oh, well done.
Dumped over the top, and now's the opportunity for the champion to tag out.
Violet Blitz, though, getting into the ring, and look at this. Trying to pull, I think, again, Party Guy back to her corner.
Yeah, but... Oh.
Hold on. Up on one leg.
Whoa. Oh, well scouted.
Saw it coming. Wait, comes back through.
Very soon.
Gets her on the replay there, and right now makes the tag.
Powers is in.
Banjo Powers legal for the first time in what feels like forever.
Whoa.
Round and around and around Violet goes.
You are not watching this in fast forward. That is how fast Banjo is spinning. I think he's done some damage to himself here. Lost his equilibrium.
Well, quite an explosive crowd tonight. Whoa.
Banjo Powers.
My God, the strength.
Nice vertical suplex there. Standing vertical suplex. But turn around, because don't forget who still is the legal man for the old guard.
Good Lord. Oh, my God.
Yeah, Grimm still legal in this one.
Locked in the clutches of the Viking.
Big elbows of Banjo Powers finding their mark. He goes off the ropes, goes for a Cazadora.
Oh, my God.
Flatlining the Grimm.
Talks himself around Grimm. And now the reindeers come off, I guess.
He's unsheathing his reindeer-ness, and here he goes. Banjo with that Banshee. Do gets it. Party Guy follows up with that big elbow drop.
Banshee, do, re, mi, and that is all she wrote. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. 2 count only.
Violet saving the match for her team, and the chances of becoming the tag team champions of Banjo Powers launched into the corner post.
Yeah, taking out our camera guy as well, by the looks of it.
The decorated lawn. Decorated post.
Whoa! Faymaster from Violet Blitz. And now Grimm.
Oh.
He's gonna end it once and for all.
New tag team champions.
Party Guy's in trouble. The team's in trouble.
1, 2. Oh!
Jeez. Notice that Banjo Powers using Violet Blitz against her own team, the momentum, stopping the pinfall and protecting his team, protecting the titles.
Where the hell did Banjo Powers come from? I did not see him.
I did not at all.
After going straight to that post, he's made a fantastic recovery.
Ricardo potentially looking for a guillotine. Both sprawling to the outside, leaving Party Guy and Grimm in the ring.
Look at Party Guy taking it to Grimm. Look at this, just devilish shots.
Oh my God!
I don't know if you saw that, but Violet Blitz on the apron.
Just jumped onto the apron there. That was nasty.
Party Guy can't quite get Grimm up. Grimm.
Oh! You want to talk nasty. Notice, and again, that is targeting the knee of Party Guy Tai.
It just dumped him into that turnbuckle there. Now Grimm, evil intentions as we see him go up to the second rope. Very rare sights to see Grimm leave the mat.
And Party Guy can barely stand, and now he's getting dragged onto the top turnbuckle by Grimm.
Yeah, this could be a superplex 7 feet of Grimm plus the added height of that second turnbuckle.
Oh, wait a second.
Party Guy has a hold of the turnbuckle, stopping it just enough time for his partner to come to the save.
How is he even? Oh my! How's he up here?
Hey, watch Party Guy. Wait, guys.
Oh my God!
They call that the hardest DDT. Is that enough?
That could be it.
3 it is.
Oh!
Party Hard retains.
Still your tag team champions is
Party Hard, their first successful defense of those tag team championships here tonight. They close out 2025 on top, and they will go into 2026 as your Riot City Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
And you just know those tag team titles are going right under the trees tonight. A Party Guy, Ty, and Banjo Powers. That's a way to end out things in 2025. And the question remains now, though, who is going to step up in 2026? Do we see the Armstrongs? Is the old guard going to come back up? Is CBTM waiting in the wings? Or somebody that we've never seen before looking to unseat the champions?
Great point, Sean. I think that the tag division is in an absolutely phenomenal shape right now, and I'm with you. I am very excited to see what 2026 brings.
Well, we have just
Angus, take us away.
We have just had 12 months of some of the best action you have ever seen. 2025 will go down in history as one of the biggest years for Riot City Wrestling. We celebrated our 300th event. We saw the crowning of Party Hard as your tag team champions. Ben Braxton is your Emerald Crown holder. And of course, Dean Brady unseating Matt Hayter to become the Grand Champion. All that and so much more went down this year. Guys, we're going to take a little bit of a break over the Christmas, the New Year period. We're going to reset for 2026. We're going to come back for our 20th anniversary year. But until then, from Sean Thomas, for Carmine Laguzio, have a happy Christmas, and we'll see you in 2026. Farewell for now, but not forever.